So that the meditation impermanence so important, so important, so important, so important. So important. You see, I want to tell you here. So millionaires, zillionaires, I don't know if they're zillionaires or not. Millionaires, billionaires, zillionaires, yeah? Is that zillionaire? Huh? You don't know. Maybe you are zillionaire. Maybe you are zillionaire. What?
No, not true.
But not money, but in the merits, you can be zillionaire. In the merits, cause of happiness, cause of enlightenment, you can be zillionaire. Okay. Yeah, this is what I think you see, or this is what I think. I'm sorry, I have to mention this. You know, the beggars, Tibetan beggars, you know, for nothing, just begging everyday food, but they recite Om Mani Padme Hum by having faith to Buddha Dhamma Sangha Cherish. You know, recite Om Mani Padme Hum, but the best thing, Om Mani Padme Hum, see. So they, except if they recite in the mantra just for the happiness of this life, just with the attachment, just with the happiness of this life, long life or a healthy life or something, then usually that doesn't become Dharma, holy Dharma. Old Dharma. When I'm talking, usually that is the kind of the explanation. Except, you know, actions that you circumambulate, holy objects, make offerings, processions. But you see, motivation is a delusion, not only that, but the attachment of clinging to this life, happiness in this life. So it's just a delusion. It's just, what animal, what insect, what tiny insect, what ants, what tiny insect, what normal people in the world who don't know Dharma, who don't practice Dharma, who don't know Dharma. I mean, just you live life with the attachment, just only clinging to the happiness of this life, nothing else. Same as the insects, same as the snakes, frogs, same as the ants, insects, same motivation. See no differences. You know, only the body is different, human body, but the mind is exact same. So nothing higher, special as you receive human body. But us here coming with a couple of calls, so they understand the meaning of life. Well, then they differentiate. Your motivation is different than the non-common people in the world. So, you see, the Dharma motivation, that motivation, as I mentioned, three great meanings, or what makes life meaningful, you know, the lower, middle, and the higher. So, that's so. You see, motivation, total attachment, even this, not only attachment to features, but attachment. You see that the happiness is like so as I mentioned before, so the circumambulation, the whole object, you see, satisfied and the circle around all the prostration, circumvention, so that all those, even the motivation not to virtue, but by the power of the object, by the power of the holy object, then they become Dharma, they become cause of enlightenment. Or they become cause of enlightenment. So they, it's a story, you know, 80 years old man only begin to practice Dharma and then achieved Arya path, something exalted path. So the Arya path in their lives, so achieved Nirvana. So the cessation of suffering, true cessation of suffering, back to the true path. And so, after practicing Dharma, all after years, it is also so that I'm not going to tell the story then, and that's because well, I think I have to mention this. When at home, then children tease him, the idiot old man, you know, every day. Then he got fed up with him, you know, fed up with the children. So I would teach him. Then he thought, if I go to the monastery, become monk, it's so peaceful. He thought of that. Then he went to the monastery, and the abbot of the monastery is Sheripu, who is excellent in his wisdom. Wisdom, yeah. So the Buddha's disciple, the Arhat Sheripu. So he went to the monastery, and then Sheripu saw him. Then Sheripu said, "You're too old. You can't remember that text, and you come to service the monastery. You're too old." Didn't accept. And he was so upset that he banged his head on the monastery door, the gate, the main door. Then he cried, then he went to the park, and then cried. Then Buddha was in India, so Buddha will see all sentient beings, including us, all sentient beings, every second, you know. No matter how far there's no distance, you know, the numberless and the numberless helping, numberless hungry gods, numberless human beings, numberless sura, numberless asura being demonstrating. So Buddha directly see everything that can reach their mind, you know, all their suffering, all their needs, and all. You see, so you can see the whole path, whole method to bring sentient beings gradually free from suffering, then, you know, bring higher, then gradually. To reveal the higher and higher methods, then to bring enlightenment. You see, so the Buddha appeared certainly in the park, and then appeared and asked the old man, "What happened with you?" Then the old man explained what happened at home and what happened. Then he came to the monastery. The abbot didn't accept for Baba. Then he said, and the abbot said, "You don't come out to be a monk," I think. Then he said, then Buddha said, "I can see you have come out to be a monk. You have come out to be a monk. I can see, because I have completed marriage wisdom, marriage virtue, the cause of Dhammakaya, Rupakaya, the Buddha's holy body and holy mind. So I have completed. So I can see you have a karma, you have a cause to be one. So that the Sharipur did not complete, you see, because they haven't abandoned the four cause of unknowing. So actually, even though they are free, they are liberated from the oceans of suffering, samsara, from the true suffering, true cause of suffering, the delusion, karma. You see, but they haven't, they haven't achieved, they haven't purified the subtle obscuration. So therefore, therefore, cause of unknowing have not abandoned. So the one is the secrecy of the Buddha's holy actions, and they could others, even though they're incredible quality, power, unbelievable, what they can do, but you can't see secrecy holy actions of Buddha. So then the other one is the secret karma, the subtle karma, subtle karma. They can't see. It's like the cause of the peacock's feather, the different colors. You see, that is shown, that is mentioned in the text. Cause of different colors peacock has. The same, you can think similar. The butterflies, many different designs, colors. So cause of each one. Then can possible also you can similarly, that our body has a different color or some different marks or different color or something there, which causes some can be gross karma, but there's some subtle karma. So that the butterfly has different colors, so the cause all those subtle karma. So. I think so. So I think my idea is that, why this plant has been like this. This has been like this. This is shaped, and even such tiny, so tiny flowers has so many designs, so many colors, so tiny flower. So many designs within that colors. So why is it like this? Why like this? Or this like this? Shape like this? I think you see, when you go to the detail, of course something nice, of course can be good karma. Yeah, that's okay. But so subtle. Why like this? The leaves are like that. Why? You see shapes, colors. The subtle. When you go to bed, subtle. So it's cosmos. That's so. My understanding is similar to Pico is mentioned in the text. This is a subtle karma. So, cause of all the small details. This is what I think. So, yes, it's all written. It's all has the evolution and reason. It came from karma. People who enjoy that when they see, came from the sentiments of karma. So if it's a pleasant thing, of course, then good karma. If it's unpleasant, undesirable, they come from the negative karma. You see negative mind, and so like that. If it's a pleasant thing, it comes from positive mind. So like that, you see. So I think it's very, very, very interesting. Just even go around, look, examine like those tiny flowers, so many designs, so many shapes. From where how it happened? So we see. I mean, I'm not going to much, but just so anyway, it's a soul karma, temporal, see. You enjoy you see temporary soul karma, sentient who's the soul karma. So it happened. So very interesting to examine the environment, to examine the plants, in the leaves, it says that so different shape. Very interesting is the karma, the subject of karma. Very interesting. Very interesting. We don't have to watch TV and movie all the time. We can watch our life. We can watch. As you walk around, you can look at it, you can examine. So interesting. So how it happened? Why it happened? It's not. It do not exist from inside. No, it depends on cause conditions. Yeah. So it's incredibly interesting. I find it very interesting. You look at the plants, you look at everything. We examine. You see, very interesting. It's all come from mind. It's all come from mind. Nothing came from its outside. So it's the same thing. I find very interesting that. Very interesting that. Because fun for life is only watching movie, TV. It's not that. No, just somebody made it up.